Let's go into self-sovereignty technique. Take your fingers and in your strongest hand, in your weakest hand, okay? If it's your left, here, you make a circle with finger and thumb. Then you're going to code, you're going to make a statement, and you're going to see if you can break the circuit by trying to pull it apart as you make the chant. Someone comes to you and says, you really should go to this workshop. You just stop and go, this is beneficial for me. No, don't go. Someone says, you should read this book, I loved it. You say, this book is for my highest good. Yes, the circuit stays strong. Do you see how simple it is? Now that's a kinesiology technique. Why does a circuit hold? Because your essence in cellular structure is all-knowing and gives strength or weakness to the body when you are in or out of alignment with it. Does that make sense? So you can have someone on stage here telling you, you must do this and you have to come to my workshop and we're going to do this incredible stuff. And instead of being overwhelmed by the magnificence of their personality or whatever, you just go, this workshop is for my highest good. No. And you don't go. It is beneficial for my body to get more sleep. Yes. Or it is in my blueprint in this embodiment to demonstrate being pranically fed without physical food. Try that one. What did you pre-agree to demonstrate before embodiment? Did you pre-agree that this lifestyle time you would demonstrate, like 80,000 people around the world, that you can be nourished purely by prana and not take physical food? So the command, it is in my blueprint to demonstrate this life being constantly, or should I say purely pranically fed. This is my blueprint, this life. Now, if the circuit holds, welcome to the club. This is a very interesting pattern of energy that some of us agreed to do. But does it matter if you take physical food or not? Of course not. What matters is, are you healthy? Are you happy? Are you living and expressing your full potential? Have you got love in your life? Are your relationships with your mum, your dad, your partners, your children unfolding in a way that brings out the best in all, where all can manifest their highest potential? And if not, why not? What do we need to tune? Well, what about the first is clear intentionality? And it may go like this. If you like the words, say yes, yes, yes. I am open. I am ready to manifest the highest harmonics within my family. I ask how to bring out the best in every member of my family and have them bring out the best in me. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. Teach me of family harmonics. Because if we really are applying the model of reality of our Atman, our pure nature, then your natural rhythm is permanent peace. Your natural rhythm is joy, grace, the love of silent stillness, Everything around you reflects that state of divine marriage. You do bring out the best in your family. They do bring out the best in you. You can move through your community and feel as if you're living on heaven on earth. Because everyone you see, their essence rises to greet you because your dominant frequency is your pure, enlightened nature. Sweet, simple, just flip. We don't need to see ourselves as a human being trying to be enlightened or a human system that needs fixing. We just love our humanity, but focus on making the essence within us that is already pure, that is already perfect, that is already enlightened, become the dominant frequency within us. Water the garden you wish to cultivate. You want to be in the Shambhala matrix of heaven on earth, cultivate that zone. Don't focus on duality and the chaos rising for rebalance. All right, but you still may be called to walk within it. We feed by our focus. Now, we want to share with you energy matrices. This is mine. I don't know yours. I haven't tuned in and looked at you. This is one layer of the energy vortex I exist within. My physical system is so insignificant you can't even see it. It's like a pin in the middle of that. I've blended consciously with this vortex. This is a very angelic vortex, and you can see the flower of life in the middle, and some of you have similar energy patterns. But then we have this, another layer again, and then we have this, and then we have that. Now, what's your energy vortex? Is it important to know? Probably not, but we want to just show you what we're talking about with matrices that we can tune into or out of. When I began, when my system flipped, and I must stress again, in my reality, you don't have to chase anything. You just come back to pure nature and everything is delivered to you. You have infinite gifts as pure essence in form. When pure essence is strong, dominant within you, you will naturally lose physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual hungers. You will be complete. You will be permanently anchored in the zone of heaven on earth. Doesn't mean you can't walk through the chaos, but you don't see it as chaos. You zip it and you be it, and you let the love transmission you carry as a frequency holder to do the work for you. Now, if someone's ready for pure love, if someone's ready to have their Atman nature be fertilized and rise, they will be magnetized naturally to your field. Don't have to chase them. They will come when they're ready for the pattern of energy that you are holding as a being committed to being someone who is transmissioning in a way that is for the highest good of all sentient life through all realms. Everything is delivered to your door. Do you understand? So many of you here are frequency holders. Now, in your inner being, if you body, is it real? No. It's just molecules dancing together. We think we're solid, but we're not solid, and we're glued together by love. When you go deep into the atomic structure, you'll see there's no solidity at all. When you go deep with third eye, you will see your body of light. Now, your body of light is your baseline frequency, the electrical circuitry of this biocomputer. From your body of light, you have your meridians, you have your chakras, you have all that. But what does your body of light contain? Let's look at this. Your body of light, it's a complex matrix. It transmits energy to support us as we explore duality in the denser realms. It provides structure for chakras, meridians, atoms, molecules, so we can have form. But within the body of light, there is more. Okay. Within the body of light, you will find a zone. I could call it an energy template. That is a frequency spectrum of boundless beingness. There is no mind. You are beyond mind. There is just pure formlessness. The exploration of the zone of boundless beingness changes you at your core. You'll never understand it because monkey mind can't enter. But when you bathe in it, you change. Another zone in your body of light is what I call the zone of pure communion. People travel all around the world looking for the wisest teacher. They want to sit at the feet of the holiest guru. They want to hear the wisest teacher without understanding that the wisest teacher you will ever know is within you. It knows you totally. It knows every lifetime since you first felt separate from Source. And when you enter into silent communion, you can feel it as benevolence. You can hear its endless voice of wisdom. You can feel its love. You can feel its light. And if you're silent, without expectation, it begins to speak and guide you. In the zone of pure communion, you can, if it is important, meet Krishna or Buddha or Kuan Yin, or Mother Mary, or our intergalactic family, or beings who live in Venus, or Arcturus, or the Pleiades, or whatever is required for a meeting to happen without agenda. When you enter these zones, you go without agenda. You take yourself to the field of love and let the ocean of love present to you what it wants to give you. There will come a point in your evolution where you must let go of every reality you hold. Why? Because if you have a movie of reality that's all quantum intelligence can deliver to you, you will bind yourself to that movie. Yes, your movie may change, but what if you just every day just let go of all models, all seeking, all trying to change or activate or adjust, and just go back to the baseline of creation. What's the frequency spectrum of the baseline of creation? 3. Love. A love that is so pure. Women, we're encoded for this because we're in female body. We know the true beloved is there. The problem is we put that on our men. We expect them to be the true beloved. I want to meet my soulmate. No. In the zone of pure love, you will enter into the grandest love affair you can ever know, whether you're man or woman. But you have to let go of all realities because this essence ocean is so vast that if you enter in with any model, agenda, or expectation, that's all it can give you. But it can give you so much more. It has endless gifts. It sees you as a child of its creation and a master. And it reads you and it says, the heart needs to feel what true kindness feels like, and you're flooded with kindness. This heart is longing for unconditional love, and you're flooded with unconditional love. This one is just longing for reunion with that which I am, and your whole matrix is matched. Your DNA. Can you recode your human DNA back to your divine DNA blueprint? Happens in a second. So this is what we'll do in our following sessions. We'll go deeper into recoding. In your body of light matrix, you have a template that I call the zone of endless creativity. And this is something we do when we're being nourished by prana. We have to retrain our emotional body to get its pleasure in a different way apart from physical food and the joy of socially bonding around physical food. How many of you eat for emotional body reasons? In other words, how many of you, if you're upset, instead of having one piece of chocolate, you eat the whole box? Maybe not so much here, maybe more in the West. So what we do, we retrain our body by giving time to creativity, painting, music, these sorts of things. So in this template of pure creativity, you step into timelessness. There is no time. Then you have a template of health. Can you say, as essence in form, I am now calling for a rearrangement of my molecular structure to realign yourself back to the template of perfected health I carry within. Instant healing. A woman my age, older, we go through menopause. Estrogen stops, the body changes, but in you is the remembrance and the experience when hormones flowed perfectly. Can you tell the hormones in your body to go back to the template of when you were 30 in how they operate? Yes, and that layer in you rises and becomes dominant, so you no longer have a problem with this part of life, with hormones maybe not flowing the same, with estrogen production. So this is so beautiful, and these are things we'll program for in the coming days, 2 days away. I like this one. In your body of light, you have what we call your self-sustaining, self-regenerating template. How does it blossom? All these templates are like blossoming lotuses. When you do what's required with the wise use of time spending, you feed the blossoming of the revelation of these templates. It's all frequency matching. Click, 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 click. From duality to oneness. Click, 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 click. How do you do that? The greatest gift you have is time. How you spend your time determines your frequency, which determines how quantum intelligence responds to you and what zone of reality becomes most dominant. Isn't that interesting? So this template of the self-sustaining, self-regenerating system will be activated in the perfect way and time when what you are doing with your time matches you energetically. It's easy, isn't it? So then it comes back to time spending. Okay, Then we have the template of Tantra that we just talked about, the template of the true beloved. And this is amazing. This is the best emotional body food you will ever know, because it feeds you in such a dynamic way. You will never be emotionally hungry again. And when a husband is complete at one, and when a wife is complete and at one, and you have said to yourself that you will take full responsibility for your happiness, and your code is, I exist in a state of divine marriage within myself and with my partner, then all the energy starts to rearrange around you and within you to make that truth. And when you come into divine union within you, then you create earthly marriage as complete individuals. Okay? So how many more zones or templates do we already carry within? Just waiting to be fully blossomed, waiting to rise. Okay, we're going to take a break in a moment for questions. I want to see what this new one is. I showed you my energy matrix, how it was a while ago. My energy matrix is very different now I've been embedded in what was in Tibet. Because when you walk into a space, your energy matrix automatically blends with what you've walked into. Now, it can affect you, or it can be neutral, or you can affect it, depending on your models of reality. Some of you are working with this matrix. This is a classic matrix. You've seen this sort of energy before. Some of you are working in this matrix. Do you like this? Are you enjoying these visuals? Yeah. I don't know what your matrix is, but let's look at this. Here we have a planet evolving. Now, it is embedded in the Taurus pattern of energy as per the movie Thrive. There you have the human system, and it too is moving energy in a Taurus pattern. And everything, as you know, is interconnected. When we come together, we do this. Isn't that interesting? You're receiving dots or downloads of energy. The green, healing realities. The red, maybe will or wisdom. The yellow, wisdom. The blue, from the seventh ray of spiritual freedom. The white that carries all. And that then circulates. And here is someone on this, the right hand, your left-hand side, and that's someone who's playing more in duality. Someone with a more expanded consciousness may be on the right side. That's interesting how we're receiving and exchanging energy.